Okay, so there aren't too many hit songs written about corn dogs, but, you know, when you're down and out, you gotta do what you gotta do. That's the premise of the award-winning film Pickin and Grinnin, which opens Saturday at Albuquerque's Guild Cinema. Guild.
Okay, so the film won Best Comedy Feature and Audience Award 2 years ago at the Albuquerque Film Festival. Shot in New Mexico, Pickin and Grinnin is the directorial debut of veteran character actor Jon Gries, best known as Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite, which I have to say, I don't know if you know this, it's my favorite movie.
We love that movie.
Well, let's play some
Is it
football
your
after
ultimate
this
favorite?
segment.
Yeah, we should.
Actually, I'm not a character actor, man. I'm a leading man. Can't you tell? Look at me.
You are a leading man.
Right.
Uncle Rico was something else. I love the way he threw his
Had a lot
football.
of fun playing him.
I like the Potts part.
Yeah.
That was, I don't know, there's so many
you like
parts.
the Potts part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting, most women seem to have a problem with that part.
I like the van, actually, myself. Yeah. Well, okay, so we have to talk about the fact that you're a great actor, but how did you go from actor to director?
Well, the truth of the matter is, my father was a film director.
Oh, nice.
And so I was always around it as a kid, and he passed away when I was younger, but I always thought, one day I'm going to do it. And also, you know, if you give 3 monkeys a football, each of them are going to get their turn with it. So eventually I got mine.
Truth?
Well, you know, the film is really funny.
Yes, it's really funny.
The film takes us on a road trip of a lifetime, and it's pretty clever and quirky. Can you give us a synopsis of the film?
It's basically 2 aging brothers, fraternal twins, who are trying to figure out what their call in life is, and they want to go to this music festival. They're musicians and they're not very good.
Right.
Well, they might be good, but we don't know.
We don't know.
And they're on their way to Nashville to play in a competition. And it's what happens along the way. We have Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top is in the movie, and Kenny Loggins. And they meet a lot of musicians, and they play a lot of different places, and they end up in a lot of... it's just kind of a crazy road trip. It's like it's a mad, 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 mad world, but contemporary.
Yes.
And
a little musical as well.
And a lot of music in the movie.
Yeah,
so,
we love the cameos. We love the music. In fact, I'd love our viewers to get a chance to see a little bit about what they can do.
They can also come to the theater and see the whole thing.
Oh, but this is the little teaser.
All right,
they're going to like this. We have a clip. Take a look.
Lying in bed, our bodies entwined. Your little heart keeping time with mine. During lovemaking, you started to cry. You said 3 words, I said goodbye. It's leaving time. It's leaving time. How you made it this far, I don't know. Pisces don't go with Scorpio. It's 1 second, 1 second. Hey! 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 Stop! Come rescue! Don't you go in there! Don't you go in! Open the door! I need a minute! Oh, Mallow, open the door!
I need a minute!
Oh,
it's so
kind of the way I was the first day I showed up on set to direct. I need a minute. Actually, he had just lost his girlfriend, and so he's not ready to perform. So
Right. That's the
she ran off with the mechanic. Yeah.
It happens a lot these days. You got to be careful
You
of
got
those
to
mechanics.
watch out for those mechanics.
You really do.
Yeah, they're like firemen.
Well, it's really cool because, you know, you shot this film in New Mexico and a lot of small towns and different states, too, all across the country.
Yeah. All unpermitted.
Great.
If you guys want to get your permit money, you call the House Lights Media in Colorado, and they'll pay your permit.
Right, so you went all the way through the country.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about some of the towns where you filmed, and in New Mexico in particular?
Well, you know, I have one little story. There's a sunrise shot where we needed to get the guys after they've lost their motorcycle and they get their van stolen. Their friend picks them up, and early in the morning they're riding across as the sun is peaking behind a mountain. And we're driving in New Mexico early, like 5 in the morning.
That's the time
and
to
we
do
just
it.
pulled into somebody's ranch. They were sleeping. We just parked all our stuff, unloaded it, the bike couldn't start. We had to push it in from off camera, and they
Are you
kind of rolled
serious?
down the hill, and we're filming, and it was freezing. It was in the middle of May.
Oh, wow.
And it was about 5 in the morning, and then we just packed up and left, and those people never knew it hit them.
Hey, being all over the
Wow.
country, you have to know you're not going to get a landscape or a sunrise or sunset, for that matter, better than New Mexico, right?
This is the land of the ever-present sky. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
And you know, and your cast is obviously incredibly talented. Can you tell us a little bit more about the rest of the cast?
Well, we have cameos by, like I said, Billy Gibbons and Kenny Loggins, and we have Earl Brown, who was on Deadwood, who plays the parson, and John Dowers and Garrett Matheny, actually, they both wrote the script.
Oh, they wrote
And
it,
they
okay.
have a comedy duo called, actually a trio with David Lane, who plays Two Pint. They have a comedy trio called the Johnsons, and so
Nice.
they wrote this script, and we sat down and kind of hashed it out even more. And these guys are really talented. I mean, they're so funny, and the music
yeah.
is great. And we have like Frances Bay. This was like the last film she did before she passed away.
Yes.
Who was also known for being Happy Gilmore's grandmother.
Such a
And-
memorable character.
Yeah, it's
She's
amazing.
such a wonderful actress.
Yeah, she
was.
really is, and she's very good in the movie. And Jeffrey Lewis and Garrett Morris from Saturday Night Live, the original Saturday Night Live.
The original,
So,
the
yeah,
original cast.
Yeah, he was the original guy.
It's a really good cast, you guys. It really is.
Now, how tough was it? This is your directorial debut. How tough was it to get this film going? I mean, what are the challenges of an independent film?
That's a very good question, because independent film is struggling.
Yeah.
As it is. It's very hard to get a theatrical release, and that's really the challenge, is the end game. It's one thing to
Right.
shoot a film, but to get it all the way to the theater,
So
through
true.
the festival circuit and everything else. We're very lucky, we're very fortunate, and, you know, because the film's good, too. But, you're supposed to, yeah, anyway, but it was a challenge, but it felt like it came naturally. I mean, once you get involved in the actual shooting and actual production, you just get so wrapped up in what's going on that you don't
True.
really. It's more the anticipation of the storm that's more
Yeah.
difficult than doing
Well,
it.
we'd love for our viewers to find out about the screening and how they can get tickets. So let's remind them that they can go to what website? Is there a website they can
Oh
go to?
yes, there's Pickin and Grinnin themovie.com, and it's the
Okay.
and not ampersand, it's AND, even though it's ampersand in the title.
Got it. And there's also going to be a Q&A after the show. Fantastic information that you will provide, and we are so happy to have you
Thank
here,
you.
John.
I'm so pleased to be here with you guys.
Thank you so much. You're welcome anytime you're in town. And still ahead on New Mexico Style, we'll tell you about a new Labor Day tradition. Don't go away.